Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going over the updated infographic for the Thalassa Endless Dreamworld boss from the Yaphalla Discord. I'll leave a link to the Discord server in the description of this video. Okay guys, we're going to begin with Elysion's team in the bottom row. This team is going to be using Reinier at Mythic Plus. However, if you do not have Reinier, you can replace him for Hugin, and Hugin can work even at lower ascension. As long as Hugin is able to live, he is going to provide value to your team, namely because of his charm bonus that he will provide to OD. And Elysion's team is the most free-to-play friendly because it is using heroes which practically all accounts are going to be prioritizing, like OD and Lily May. However, it is also getting the lowest score. Now, as for the artifact to choose for this Thalassa boss, the artifact in the infographic, which is to the left and on top, like for example, Elysion's team, that is going to be the Blade Summon artifact. That is the superior choice. The one which is right to the right and beneath that, which is Harmonic, is the slightly inferior choice. However, both of them work, and that is why both of them are mentioned here. Okay, let's move on to Karara's team. Karara's team is another great free-to-play budget team option. If you have Reinier at Mythic Plus, you can get a really good score with this team. Jake has gotten up to 60 billion with it. Reinier in front of the Merrily and Smokey up front, Odie behind Smokey, and Coco up in the upper left. A great team option, but it does need the Reinier at Mythic Plus. If you do not have Merrily, you can replace her for Lily May or for Parissa, but it will not be as good. Merrily is the top performer. Blade Summon artifact is the best choice. So moving on to Half Moon's team, we have a Reinier Mythic Plus, but other than that, it is very free-to-play friendly. Hugin in front of Odie, Reinier in front of Merrily, Smokey up to the right with the Blade Summon artifact. Very solid team. If need be, you can replace Merrily in the same position for Parissa or for Taylene. However, if you have Taylene built, you should be running Lily G's team. Lily G's team is a great option, getting up to 63 billion damage. Hugin will be permanently buffing up Odie throughout the whole fight. Reinier will be position swapping and buffing up the Taylene. Smokey will be healing your team. With the Blade Summon artifact, this is a great team if you have Reinier at Mythic Plus and if you have Taylene built, but like let's say you don't have any other Celestial Hypogeum built up. Moving on to the top row, we have Frosty's team using Hugin and Reinier at Mythic Plus and also using the twins. So now all the top row teams are going to be involving the twins. You can give them a try even if your twins are at lower ascension. It is possible that you still might get your top score with them, so definitely give it a try. It's going to be Elijah blue-haired twin in the back and pink-haired Lila in the front. On the Stellar Bond, Odie and Smokey, and Hugin will be buffing up the Odie's damage, and Reinier will be position swapping the Odie with the Blade Summon artifact. But Silver's team especially, I like kind of more than Frosty's team because it's using Merrily instead of Hugin, but it's still competing for the same score. And I think more people out there right now will have Merrily built on their account as compared to Hugin. A lot of people did skip on Hugin and they're trying to rectify that by like having him on wishlist, but it is going to take you a while for you to actually get him. But you can try both teams. Like again, Hugin can work even before he is that highly ascended, and it might do better than the Merrily option. But basically, give both of these teams a try. This is Silver's team going to be blue-haired twin in the back, pink-haired twin in the front, with the Blade Summon artifact Merrily off in the corner, Reinier in front of Odie. Pretty free-to-play friendly team, as you can see here. Now we have Flower's team. Flower's team is going to be, this was the previous best team, but this week we have the Yoshi team, which is doing better. The Flower team is going to be Reinier in front of Odie, and Odie and Smokey on the Stellar Bond, Lila pink-haired twin in the back, Elijah blue-haired twin in the front, with the Taylene up in the left corner. Now this team is going to be using Harmonic Spell as the best artifact, as you can see, so things have been switched up. And if you don't have Reinier at Mythic Plus, you can replace him for Hugin. And again, Hugin for him probably work at lower ascension, but the higher ascended you have Hugin, the higher attack buff you will be giving to Odie and your other mainly Odie. And that is the value of having Hugin higher ascended. And here you have it. You can take a look at the note that it can be mirrored or you can switch the twins. But honestly, I would just stick to exactly how the formation is in this infographic. Now, finally, we have Yoshi's Proepi Crow group effort to make this team. Going to use Ludovic as a damage dealer rather than Taylene, which is amazing because it is more free-to-play friendly. Only needing Reinier at Mythic Plus and the twins built up. Of course, to max out the potential of this team, you'll want to have Supreme Plus twins. You'll want to have Supreme Plus and even plus 15 eventually Ludovic, but even plus 10 will be fine for the majority of players. But Reinier is going to be in front of the Odie. You have the Harmonic Spell. If need be, you can replace Reinier for Hugin. But this is the overall top team of today. As you can see, getting up to 69 billion damage. We're going to be running that and trying to get a good run on our account. And it will be blue-haired twin in the back, Lila pink-haired twin in the front, And that is basically it for the teams. Let's go ahead and begin doing some runs on our account. Overall, really good selection of team options. Basically, Reinier is the top performer here, but if you don't have him, Hugin is a very close second. But there are actually a lot of teams using both Hugin and Reinier together. But of course, if your Reinier is not at Mythic Plus, you just pick a Reinier team and swap out Reinier for Hugin. Like even this team right here, it would do fine with Hugin in front of Odie. And actually, just to test it, we can do a run of Hugin in front of Odie and watch it, because I think it will get a very similar score as well. Ludovic it's really interesting that Ludovic is doing well in Thalassa. I guess it is because you're more limited on heroes that you can run here. Melee heroes will not work. And Ludovic is a great endless range damage dealer, so it does make actually sense that he is going to be a top option here. So Thalassa will have a bit of RNG to her, but not as much RNG as, for example, other bosses like Lucia and Snowstomper. But still, as you can see here, we didn't even get 67 billion, and the top of today is 69 billion. But I don't know if it's going to be realistic that we can hit that, but we'll try. The top of my district is 68.6 billion. Yeah, we're going to have to try to shoot for that if possible. But before we do that, let's go ahead and give the Hugin team a try, because I think it will be really good as well. Because Hugin will permanently be buffing up Odie with his mechanized bond. Even I believe his shields should be going off onto Odie, hopefully, or even Ludovic to power up their attack further. And you're not going to have any issue surviving. The thing with endless Dream Realm bosses is that survival is not an issue. Even if you have, for example, a lower ascension on some heroes. But there are certain bosses where survival still is a problem. Like Lucia yesterday, the legendary plus twins were not working because they, like, even supreme plus twins were sometimes almost at the point of death in Lucia. But if for example, you're in a boss that isn't nuking too hard, then you can run heroes at lower ascension, mainly the supports, right? Like Hugin or even the twins if need be. But the higher the better, of course, even for Hugin. The higher ascended, the more attack he has, and the more attack he has is the more attack he gives to his ally who is on the mechanized bond, or even to the ally who he gives a shield to. His shield also scales off of his own attack. Okay, so this got 65.5 billion. We got almost 67 billion with the Reinier team. So not like a bit over 1 billion damage difference between the two, but I don't know how much is going to be up to the RNG. So now what we're going to do, we're going to do a bunch of skip runs. We're going to see what is the maximum potential of this team. And you guys did see in the infographic that basically Ludovic can be put in either position. He can be, as you can see here, behind, like in the corner, or you can have him next to the Reinier. It shouldn't really make a difference, basically. When you see that in the infographic, you can choose either one, and it shouldn't affect it that much. Yeah, I think most of it just will come down to the RNG. Oh, there we go. We got it. Okay, 68.99 billion. Let's go ahead and take a look at this replay, and then we can end off the video there. So that is an amazing score. Yeah, let's watch really closely what exactly happened. I guess it's just the timing of how rapidly you kill the tentacles, because that is going to allow you to get to the boss stage more quickly, and then getting to her red state, as you can see right here. That is when she takes a higher amount of damage from your team. And you're going to want to enter that for the second phase. Like right now we're going to damage her, but then eventually she's going to resummon her tentacles, and then we have to quickly burst the tentacles and get as much uptime as possible for her next red state. Okay, boom, we blew up that tentacle on the left. I don't know how we did, and even the one on the right. I guess Odie's execution or something? Yeah, the Odie execution is blowing it up. 17 seconds left. And this does look good. Yeah, 13 seconds left. We're back to the boss, and we're in her red state. And we were able to get that extra damage off. So it's just about how quickly and rapidly you kill the tentacles. That is basically it. Oh, Ludovic ended up in a different position here. But does he always end up in that different position? I wasn't even paying that close attention. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for the top teams of Thalassa and this Dream Realm boss. Hopefully, you're able to use these to get a top score. And there are a lot of different options in the infographic. If there are any other teams which work for you, feel free to share them in the comments section. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you've not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, smash that subscribe button. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Let's hit it before the end of the season. Also, guys, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. I look forward to chatting with you guys there. But thank you guys for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.